Scene 1. Overview of the battle. The Battle of Stalingrad was a pivotal clash in World War II, involving around 2 million troops. This battle took place from August 1942 to February 1943 in the Soviet city of Stalingrad, now Volgograd. It is famous for its intense urban warfare and encirclement battles between the German and Soviet armies. Particularly, it marked a significant turning point when the German Sixth Army was encircled and ultimately surrendered to the Soviets, changing the course of the war. Scene 2. Strategic importance. The Battle of Stalingrad holds both historical and strategic significance. It was the first major defeat of the German army on the Eastern Front, dealing a severe blow to their military strength. Moreover, the Soviet victory boosted Allied morale and halted the German advance eastward. Consequently, Germany had to shift to a defensive stance, allowing the Soviets to gradually turn the tide of the war. Scene 3. Intense urban warfare. Beyond its strategic importance, the Battle of Stalingrad is regarded as one of the most ferocious battles in history. Both sides suffered immense casualties, and the city was entirely devastated. The Soviet forces fought relentlessly to defend the city, while the Germans employed all means to capture it. This resulted in brutal and relentless urban combat. Scene 4. Outcome of the battle. Ultimately, the Battle of Stalingrad marked a decisive turning point in World War II. The victory allowed the Soviet Union to seize the initiative in the war, accelerating Germany's downfall. Today, Stalingrad is remembered as a monumental city that honors the significance and sacrifices of this battle. Scene 5. Background of the battle. To understand the Battle of Stalingrad, one must consider the broader military context in Europe at the time. In 1941, Germany launched Operation Barbarossa, an invasion of the vast Soviet territories. Initially, they achieved significant successes, but the resistance at Stalingrad became a critical obstacle to their plans. Scene 6. German efforts and Soviet resistance. The German Sixth Army under General Friedrich Paulus aimed to capture Stalingrad. However, the Soviet forces, utilizing thorough defensive strategies and the city's geographic advantages, thwarted the German advance. Notably, Soviet General Zhukov devised a bold plan to encircle the Germans before winter. Scene 7. Operation Uranus. The Soviet Operation Uranus successfully executed the encirclement. This operation cut off German supply lines, and as the harsh winter set in, the isolated German troops faced severe shortages of food and ammunition. Eventually, on February 2, 1943, about 90,000 German soldiers surrendered, marking a significant loss for Germany. Scene 8. Civilian suffering. The Battle of Stalingrad also inflicted tremendous suffering on civilians. Hundreds of thousands of citizens were killed or injured during the fighting, and the entire city was left in ruins. After the battle, the Soviet Union had to invest substantial resources in rebuilding the city. Scene 9. Human spirit and determination. This battle exemplifies not only strategic significance, but also human courage and resilience. The personal stories and sacrifices of the soldiers involved continue to resonate powerfully today. Stalingrad stands not merely as a battleground, but as a symbol of human spirit and determination. Additional scene 10. Early stages of the battle. At the outset, the German forces rapidly advanced toward Stalingrad. Their aim was to capture the city to cut off the Soviet industrial base and stabilize the Eastern Front. However, the fierce resistance from Soviet forces thwarted their plans. Additional scene 11. Soviet defensive efforts. The Soviet troops fought with a resolve to defend Stalingrad at all costs. They made tremendous sacrifices, holding strategic points and preventing the German advance. This fierce resistance intensified the battle, resulting in significant casualties on both sides. Additional Scene 12, Winter's Arrival. winter set in during 1942, the harsh conditions added to the battle's brutality. The German troops, suffering from supply shortages and extreme cold, faced a dire situation. The Soviet forces used this opportunity to prepare a counteroffensive. Additional scene 13. Aftermath of the battle. After the battle, Stalingrad was left in complete ruins. Many people lost their families and homes. The Soviet government had to channel vast resources into the city's reconstruction, making Stalingrad a symbol of post-war recovery. This battle remains a testament to the determination and resilience of humanity.